Welcome back. This is part two of Joshlin Smith, the little girl sold for her eyes. After hearing that Smith might have sold her daughter to a Sangoma, authorities arrested Smith along with Appelis, Van Ryn, and Lombard. They demanded the suspects tell the truth. Where was Joshlin? At the time of her arrest, Smith's face told the hard story of her life. Her mother, Amanda Smith Daniels, gave Smith to her parents to raise. She believed they could provide a better life. By the age of 15, Smith was an out of control drug addict. Her son was 4 when she became pregnant with Joshlin. She was verbally and physically abusive, so her grandmother kicked her out. Smith lived at a woman's shelter while she tried to put her life together. Lionel and Natasha Andrews helped with their little girl. They fell in love with Joshlin and wanted to adopt her, but Smith refused to give up her parental rights. The Andrews stayed in Jocelyn's life up until she disappeared. They kept her on weekends and took her on family vacations. Inside the iron shack where Jocelyn lived, life was bad. Smith was back on drugs and the children were neglected. Kelly Zoger hired Smith as a domestic. Aware of her addiction, she often paid Smith with groceries instead of cash. That way, the family had food to eat. Smith's drug habit was the worst it had ever been, and she needed money. That's why many people believe that Smith sold Jocelyn to a Sangoma. Her light skin and bright eyes were valued for use in rituals. Finally, a break in the case. Lombard admitted Smith had talked about selling Jocelyn for months. On February 19th, Smith packed some of Jocelyn's clothes and dragged her to a white vehicle with the Sangoma inside. Lombard says all three suspects were involved in the plan. Even though Smith had gained weight in jail and appeared to be off drugs, she showed little emotion during the trial. She broke down crying when the judge declared the suspects guilty of kidnapping and trafficking. He sentenced them to life in prison. Even though Daniels takes care of Jocelyn's siblings, she says they ask for her every day. She tells them to pray that Jocelyn will return to her family and the community where she's missed and loved.